Ladies and gentlemen, this is Said David Farman, Alien Event Biomed EXPO. Welcome to our introduction of a few of our speakers on this Saturday before the Alien Event show in September 12, 13, 14, Las Vegas. We want to introduce a few of our speakers. Last weekend, we had a few more, and we made a recording on our YouTube channel, 5D Virtual. 5D Virtual, our YouTube channel. We are on Facebook, Alien Event. We are Biomed Expo. We are on Instagram, New Humanity Movement. We are on a lot of places, and they keep deleting our stuff, or we keep creating new stuff past 10 years or 20 years. And, they deleted everything we had. Few computers crashed. But, as we go along, we survive in these timelines and between different groups, military, government, Illuminati, Islamist, Zionist, you name it. We have a new humanity movement that it's a humanitarian global number of people across the world who are joining and creating new timelines. The timelines of shifting the humanity, we met the Hopi chief and they gave me this, if I can show it, this comes and goes, but I show for the recording cameras, the Hopi line, one line of humanity with a split to, it comes and goes, but you can look on, search new Hopi timelines. One line of humanity would go upwards, the other line, like the dumbass public, will stagnate and suffer in the future timelines. If we are not upgrading our souls and spiritual level, especially, like the Palladians say, the Arcturians say, and illuminate yourself quickly to higher realms of consciousness. Otherwise, there is no future for humanity as are we bugs in the universe that we have no psychic, telepathic, like Sean Bond will teach telepathic at our show, and a number of other people. Colonel Randy Kramer coming, Kerry Cassidy's coming, all the dignitaries in disclosure, and all the Mike Barrow, Ancient Aliens, and David Hatcher Childress. All these guys are 20, 40, 50 years researching in disclosure, in consciousness, in health and wellness, like myself, and psychic abilities, and all these fronts. And Marisol has joined us recently. With that said, we start with our Kerry Cassidy, pioneer in this field. Hello, Kerry Cassidy. Welcome to Alien Event. We see your picture, but people know you, and welcome to our disclosure introduction. Go ahead.
Hi. Okay, so I'm an investigative journalist, documentary filmmaker for the past 20 years. Interviewing whistleblowers from above top secret is what I specialize in, but I've branched out to every aspect, really, of life, and especially any conspiracies. And that includes politics and health and et cetera, et cetera. I have thousands and thousands of videos. I don't even know how many I have, but on my website and on Rumble now. I was banned from YouTube back in 2021. They deleted my channel overnight. Most of those videos went over to my odyssey.com. Also, all of this is linked on the front page of my website. So you can go to odyssey.com for the older videos, but the newest videos are all on Rumble. And all of the links, again, are on the front page of my website at the top. So, and my website is projectcamelotportal.com, projectcamelot.org, or projectcamelot.tv. So I have 3 URLs because we are banned in some countries, Germany being one of them, parts of Germany. So, what can I tell you? David, what do you want me to talk about? What I'm going to talk about at the conference or something else?
So basically, you come into Las Vegas September 12, 13, 14. We want to invite people to come and meet you. And if they cannot come, they can Zoom live. Our tickets on alienevent.com, ALIENEVENT. And we have 2-for-1 discounts and other discounts you can get from speakers. Our ticket price is going up on Sunday. So, Kerry, what are you going to speak about at this conference?
Well, I'll probably be talking about the alien sort of, alien invasion and what's happening with this version of it, what's going on planet Earth right now, what the Illuminati are planning, and also what the White Hats are doing to counter some of that and the confusion that's out there and, the whole, what's happening now type of thing.
Define White Hats, please.
So define it. Oh, well, the White Hats.
For public.
Yeah, okay. They include Trump and Q, what people know of as the Q drops, and JFK Jr. and a huge number of, I guess you might say, around the world, law enforcement, ex-law enforcement, intelligence agents, and if you can ever become an ex-intelligent agents, as well as military, ex-military, and so on. So this is an organization that's been formed from before the Kennedy assassination, but really seemed to have kicked into gear after the Kennedy assassination. And this is where they have certain ideals that they're attempting to live up to, having to do with everything that Kennedy stepped forward and probably was murdered because he spoke about. So Kennedy was about to announce the alien intervention on our planet. He was also talking about changing the banking system, et cetera. So those are all of the things that the White Hat, we call them the White Hats. The reason they're called the White Hats is from the original group that created a website was called the White Hat Reports. And that was led by one of the White Hats called Paladin. Some people might have heard my interviews with him. He was a forensic financial investigator. They were posting documents that revealed the stolen money and monies that governments had been stealing. And a lot of the
big ones, always coming up with big numbers, right?
Right. We're talking about, Lord Blackheath.
Brilliant.
He announced in the Parliament back in those days, several years ago now, that there was I think it's over $3 trillion.
Yeah, big numbers
disappeared, and then that they had it or access to it, and so on and so forth. So this is you can actually go online and go to what I think it's called the White Hats Report .com, but you have to double check that. But anyway, I think it's back online. For a while it was offline. Anyway, that's the White Hats. Okay, so understanding that there is a movement for good. They are, in theory, if you listen to Gene Decode, rescuing children in underground bases that have been kidnapped by the dark side aliens.
Well, that's been going on for a few thousand years, isn't it? Nothing new about that.
Yeah. The stealing of the humans has been going on for thousands of years, not the rescuing. I'm talking about the rescuing of those children.
Oh, okay.
And mainly children is what they do. And they also, Dulcie
Al Bilic told me in person on the phone that he was in Mexico and his old age when he was dying. He told me over 50,000 kids.
Yeah, it's much higher now. I actually met Al Bilic, so I appreciate that. And yes, his information was very good. That's involved with the Dulce base, and the Dulce base is in New Mexico. And by the way, this all leads to the Epstein files, believe it or not, because Epstein had a ranch in New Mexico where he was also operating out of. And
Epstein Island has 1,000 little kids buried under 8 years old, right, for a sacramental blood type. I'm sorry.
Yes, and also the Virgin Islands have come forward, and they did a court case against the Epstein estate, assuming Epstein's dead, which I really don't think he is, but supposedly in the mainstream they think he's dead. So the Virgin Islands sued the Epstein estate and won a settlement for the fact that he was using their islands as well for his operations. So understand that Epstein Island is not limited to Epstein Island.
Which group was running that project, Epstein project?
Well, the Mossad and the hidden U.S. government, apparently. And this is part of the reason they don't want the Epstein information to come out, because it leads everywhere, and it leads to all of the blackmail of the Congress people. So
no, even kings and queens and presidents and
half or more of Congress is implicated in the blackmail honeypot schemes that Epstein was in charge of orchestrating, along with Ghislaine Maxwell.
Yeah, he was a hunchman. Yeah, the project was a big project, and anyway, dark project. Anyway,
so these are the kinds of things that I will be talking about. I usually have a huge presentation and not enough time.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to listen to that and meet you. Thank you so much for coming. Also, you're in a couple of panels. On Brad Olson panel. Brad Olson birthday today. He spoke last week, and he said hi to me. And we wish him a happy birthday, Brad. If you hear this later, we will record this and put it in our YouTube channel, 5D Virtual. And Kerry, what's your YouTube channel?
Well, I am banned from YouTube, so I don't have a YouTube channel.
What's your Rumble channel?
Okay, I had 70 million viewers back in the day when I had that channel in 2021. I was banned, and I had been with them since the beginning of YouTube, which goes back website almost 20 years.
What's your Rumble and
so my Rumble? It's all Project Camelot, so it's all linked again on my front page.
Your website is projectcamelot.com, right?
No, projectcamelot.com has never been available. We have a website called projectcamelotportal.com. You can also go to projectcamelot.tv.
Oh, TV.
And also projectcamelot.org. All those
you got it.
Else go to the same place.
Some of your enthusiasts sometimes call me and ask me questions about the event. But thank you so much for publicizing our events. And our events are coming a special group of people together that pushing the disclosure and truth movements and new humanitarian subjects, especially health and wellness, how we protect our alternative health going forward, technologies, Tesla technologies, new inventions by doctors, 3-4 big doctors, the stem cell, chiropractor, all the other ones are coming to Vegas, and we'll share information with you, some of the new technologies in exhibit hall. So we are all coming together to bring news, networking, meeting each other, eating and dancing at nights, and we're going to party and disclose new information and get up and create new groups across the world. This is getting too late. New timelines are pressurizing very fast, and my life is too short. I've been invited to take other challenges in other parts of the cosmic and take this life, but I'm still saying, wait, I haven't finished here. So we push these timelines for you in the planet. So whether you're in body or you're gone, some of us to a higher realm, some of our speakers and enthusiasts, past few years, God bless their souls, there are many of them, whether in body or out of body, we all come together in one force. There is no death, so imagine they just lost their body, but they're here, all the cosmically, they're listening and activating the timelines. So the cosmic works on a different level as we bring energies and vibrations and sound and healing and disclosure. Eric Dadman, are you here?
Yes, I am here. I'm listening to the wonderful, stories and what's going on.
Introduce yourself to public and invite them to the event to come and see your lovely face.
Well, it's always better when darshan is the word in Sanskrit. When you meet these speakers, you're in their bubble, you're in their energy bubble. And, meeting Kerry Cassidy in person, I mean,
Yeah, she's
and,
lovely.
we're all pioneers for many
Yeah,
decades.
20 years, 40
You keep
years
saying
myself.
20, 30. It's really closer to 40. We've known each other, being
I
both
grew up with the
researchers.
old people who are
What I
gone.
love about you is you're really into UFOs, and you don't quit, and you're always willing to listen to other ways.
1980, I was in big events with big guys who are gone.
Yeah, we met all the big guys in the 80s, before they were famous.
The
And
guy, Pale Horse, wrote the Pale Horse book. You know who's that?
so well, coming to the conference, you're going to get the energy, and it's better than the conference, because the best conference is afterwards, and just being and talking, having dinner at the dinners.
I
with
run the show.
speakers.
You enjoy the show more than anybody. You
Well,
meet everybody. You receive
in the beginning, you let me be MC and host.
Yeah, but
and
now
I
you're a
appreciate
pro.
that.
You know how to dig in. All right,
I
tell
appreciate
people
that.
what you were
And I
speaking
thank
about.
you for pulling me in when you need me, and I'm happy to help. And I've been backing up and enjoying the show more, because
Yeah,
I'm always
you're a ufologist and you're
well, we
a
work too
health
hard
and
to do
wellness,
this. It
and you're a
takes a
health
lot.
and
Listen,
wellness.
let me thank you for creating this space
I
for
appreciate it.
magic to occur, because it's a lot. It's a bit major hassle, and it's a big gamble.
Yes, a big
Spending
I put my
thousands of
life-saving
dollars
bank loans.
on everything.
Everybody, helping us. So
I've learned a lot from you putting on
the
conferences,
speakers paying
and
us to pay the
I
hotel
know,
$30,000
and
to pull this event together.
it's
So we
priceless
ask in
though.
public, please donate to us. We have a lot of projects we want to do.
When you try too hard, you get the opposite of what you want. So,
No, let's
and
get everything we can,
remembering,
opposite,
I
non-opposite.
know,
Yeah, we get them all.
we're going
Yeah,
to have a great time, and
we
the
need
people
people
who
with deep
come.
pocket in cryptocurrency to help
May I
us
say
out.
something?
Pull that money and donate to us. We want to create a university. We want to create a disclosure groups in number of cities that people can go to those centers and get
Are you
whatever they
putting
want.
words in my mouth? Are you putting words in my mouth? It's my turn to speak, and I just wanted to say thank you.
Hurry up.
Okay, thank you for. Well, let me just say a sentence, and then we can move
Who
on.
are you?
But
What do you want to talk about at the event? Go ahead.
exactly, I'd like to talk about the same vein that Kerry is talking about, because we're both in disclosure and current events, and there is a Q, and there is a Trump, and there is a white hat movement, and it's happening. We're not waiting for anything. It's happening now, and they're making the big arrests, and they're hunting them down. We're about to watch an 8-hour video that
Eric,
they made.
can I ask you a
We're
question?
about to watch an 8-hour video that they made, and it's going to wake us all up. So I'm really excited to join you in person, and I appreciate your energy and zealous. And people don't understand what work you've done and behind the scenes, which I hate doing.
After my death, they will understand.
I hate doing all that, but thank you for doing all that, so we
After
can all
my
have
death,
fun there.
Usually
So
people
come to the
appreciate people
conference and
after
have
they
fun
die.
with us. Come to
What?
the conference and have fun with us, because we're going to have a lot of fun.
Once I write my books, everybody will know. But
That's
I've been
right.
asked not to start yet. So if
Well,
I
you
live
should
that
write a
long,
book. You should write a book on how to put on a conference, because you know all the little
no,
things.
it's not about the conference.
You should.
I know more than
Well,
many people. I'm holding back.
Okay. Anyway,
All right.
I look forward to being there, and
and
also
you're a
for the
health and
Biomed
wellness
EXPO
coach
talk.
too.
For my health talk, I've been doing a liver cleanse and parasite cleanse for 3 years, every month, twice a month, and I've learned so much that I was really gung ho into it and commando, and doing the olive oil and grapefruit juice and drinking Epsom salt. And I have excellent news for you, that you don't have to do all that. You just drinking cherry juice and apple juice gets rid of a lot of stones and softens it up.
You got to.
But I'm going to talk about the latest health things that really get you going, and because we all need to detox. We all have parasites, which is really what they call cancer. And so there's we'll have some interesting information to share, and many products for both people and pets. Yeah. I've learned a lot of things about pet supplements
It's a
for
pet.
scratching and
It's a
long
pet
life
country.
and
Everybody has a dog.
arthritis.
My kids too. It's a pets
Yeah.
country. It's
So
like Egyptians. They used to have dogs. America is old Egypt. You know, they came back. Did you know in Grand Canyon we have pyramids and Egyptology, all the
I did.
artifacts that
I told you, and I showed you the
I
book
told you that.
that Devara Thunderbeat made. She made an excellent book. Devara Thunderbeat. It made an excellent book about showing all the things she found, and she's amazing. And it's an excellent book.
And the soldiers over there,
And
they
there are more
stop you.
pyramids in America. And
Yeah.
moving here to Reno, I'm seeing pyramids everywhere here.
And we have a
You know,
pyramid in Ohio also, Bosnia, Ohio, all over
yeah.
under
I have to
Atlantic
get
Ocean.
going. I have to get going, Sorry,
Yeah,
June. But
we say
it's
goodbye to
Brad
you. Thank
Olson's
you.
birthday. I'm going to Brad
Oh yeah,
Olson's
go ahead. Yeah,
ranch.
love.
So, but
Say hello. Say love
I
you and
will.
happy birthday to all of us.
Say
I
hi
will,
to
but
Brad.
Enjoy it. Thank you.
Say hi to
I
Brad.
will carry. I will carry. Thank you.
Don't drink too much. Don't drink too much.
No, I don't drink. Thank you.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye. Sean Bond and Yssah.
Hey.
Hello, welcome.
Yeah, thanks for having us at the event. It's going to be wonderful. It's
Get closer.
change the world. Be there.
Yeah, man.
Just now.
New Humanity Movement.
Yeah, I'm Sean Bond, founder of PsionicLeague. We'll go into psionic abilities, verse engineering, superhuman abilities, make it simple, esoteric anatomy, and understanding the body's physics and how to turn on your power and generators so that you have a better life and become your greatest self. We also go into alien artifacts, and we've been finding quite a number of them in Mexico, in Tula, Hidalgo, and many other places.
Bring it back. Bring it back. I didn't
Sure.
look at just keep it. No, yeah. Don't shake it in front. Turn it the face towards us. Yeah, keep it there a little. Wow, that's awesome.
And as you were saying, there are Egyptian artifacts and hieroglyphs being found in the Grand Canyon, which goes into these are likely going to be found in the U.S. in places like Las Vegas potentially, and big capital places and where bases are.
Yeah.
A lot of these artifacts are found with hieroglyphs like Egyptian, like this one, and mummy-esque kind of things going on, as well as Sumerian cuneiform and long skulls, various types. I'll show you a few that have like Anubis-like being.
What do you understand from this one, for example?
Very powerful. The coffin's got a lot of fortress safety mechanisms. It is apparently protecting this as a veneration of a ET being that was seen by some type of local inhabitants of previous generations. Some have been carbon dated. The adhesive between crystals to be 1,000, 10,000, 18,000, 19,000 years old is the oldest. And there's thousands of these being found.
Did this mean that ET used to live among us, or does it mean they had a visitation and gone? What does it mean to you?
Oh yeah, I agree. And they seem to have done genetic work where a lot of the ET species being venerated, humanity has their genetics. So they're adding their genetics to us and treating us like babies and a garden that help flourish.
Right.
And the better we do, they solve a lot of their problems. So
Sean Bond, I should say.
Here's another big
okay.
And it's got, oh God, it's so heavy. Sorry, it's like 50 pounds.
Did the Mayans and other groups, was this made by an alien, do you think, or Mayans did that?
Three types. One's made by aliens, are the oldest. These crystal skulls seem to be made by aliens. There's UFOs, there's these long skulls. Some are made by hybrids of the ETs adding the genetics, and then various generations that would then make humanity. They also have this double eye of Ra right here.
Come back to Ra.
Yeah, sure. Oh God,
you're moving too fast. Slow down.
Sorry.
Oh wow, that's interesting. That changes everything. The eye of Ra behind the skeleton. I mean, a skull. Yeah. And what's on this side?
Here's a mer tail. Sorry, the dirt's kind of missing, but here's a
mermaid,
long skull right here, and then the mer tail. And
mermaid.
They're holding these spheres, and the Buga sphere has been coming out as well known. they're finding more. Some are buried. And I just had a dream last night of one coming down and I telepathically communicating to it and then it entering my heart. And then it's now communicating.
Thank you for sharing the video last night. I watched it on Bogos. How do you say Bugu? And I believe the sphere is about collecting data and watching humanity. What do you believe it is?
Yeah, actually, when I first
Yssah,
saw,
introduce yourself
yeah,
to
hi
public.
David. Hi, nice to see everyone join us in this fabulous
Welcome.
conference, the Alien event. Yeah, definitely life-changing. And well, my name is Yssah, and I consider myself um, in the whole spectrum of light. I cannot define myself doing something specific. However, in relation to this, I am a decoder. I began my path connecting, unifying science and spirituality through ancient codes and finding the fundaments and solid rock proof of how all these codes are related to quantum physics, to the holographic field, and how for the ancient ones, to refer to them somehow, the bridge in between science and spirituality would be merged. They would be one. So for me, this is fundamental in order to move into the next stage of human evolution, because then it's like very simple in terms of biology, syncing our brain hemispheres. And as these artifacts, as Sean was showing, the Eye of Ra, it's not only about showing just a symbol. It's pointing out to a very specific part of our facial chakra, this part in the brain that actually serves as an antenna. And when the two of the brain hemispheres are united, are synced, then you can actually amplify by the levitation of your pineal gland in 45 degrees into very specific points of our origin. As let's say our neurons syncing in intermittence through their intermittence into very specific constellations, we can do that through the holographic field. And the purpose and the implications to this is upgrading our DNA, it's regaining our memory, it's reaching psionic skills, which is in our multidimensional nature. So for me, all of this codes, all of these artifacts, all of that we see in the temples is not just discovering a rotten tool or weapon. It's actually linking what we linearly refer to as past, present, and future into a spiral in which it was ourselves in other bodies as other beings left all these things here from the future merging into this present for us to use it now, for us to apply it now, like the same Bugosphere. The symbol that the Bugosphere has and other symbols that have been lately found is a code that I translated 7 years ago before all of this came to existence or appeared to the public eye. And how did I do it was precisely going beyond the linear perception that there is a space separating us from source to actually using that space, connecting with it as the Planck plasma that it is, and expanding myself, my holographic field into that source. And we can see it in the technology as we sit in the iCloud. You want to consult anything, okay, you just Google it, or you just go to any other platform. It's the same, just going deep within. And the purpose of these artifacts, of some of them, because we know that many type of races left these artifacts, but in case of this symbol, I call this the Omnivision key. When I first translated it 7 years ago.
Is that a stone?
Yes, but this is not an organic stone. This is made. This was
It's a
made,
man-made
especially made. So it's the fusion of different components, different
elements.
types of rocks. It's even though I can carry it, even though I can carry it with my hand, it's very heavy. So this means that the molecular structure.
Wait, Sean, let her finish with this. You're confusing the audience. Sean, wait. Put that away, Sean. Let's talk about this sphere. You guys are not explaining to public what is this thing.
So the molecular composition of this rock is so thick that you can see by that, you can tune by through this, that it is a mix of different components that actually make the structure so thick. Like in other type of artifacts, these are non-organic rocks.
Right.
They are the mix of different, along with crystals, some of them ferrite oxide, some of them, and of course, the rock itself, like limestone. This is not limestone, this is limestone. This code is connected to the Council of Five. And the Council of Five is a group of 5 races that are mainly connected to Orion at its primordial stages. You know, the founders, I'm not talking about what Orion currently is, talking about its primordial stages.
That's
and
right.
also Cetus, which is the constellation of the whale. And this was the constellation of the whale Cetus was formerly connected to Pisces, according to the Dendera zodiac. So why I mention this is because when we connect so deeply with the whales and the consciousness of the whales, is because those capabilities are embedded within our holographic vessel. So we can activate that. There is also connection to Antares, and among the 5 races. So 3 from Orion and the primordial stages, the other one from Cetus, and the other one from Antares. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and the 5th, which is the center. The purpose of
is that fiber in the center like the Bogo sphere?
No, this is a crystal, but it doesn't glow in the dark.
Oh, okay.
There are other ones that do glow. We have other artifacts that have that.
So let me ask you, is this Mayan made or ET made?
Actually, this was made after. This was made after. This was made by hybrids. And after the ETs
You're
came.
moving it too fast. We're not seeing the side. Just turn it a little bit slowly. What are those shapes? Okay, I'm not clear. You guys
These are beings. These are ETs. Actually, we can see their oval eye.
Now I see it. Yeah.
They look very Mayan, actually.
The camera didn't show it very well. I see it now. Yeah. That's a Mayan?
They show an indumentary which is very Mayan-like.
And there is an ET on the other side. Huh?
No, here is a human being, actually.
He's got alien eyes.
Yes, has the alien eyes. So this is calling into the hybrid process from this coming to human-like. We can see how the rock was smashed at some point.
Oh.
So this is also proof because we can see how the engraving was damaged. And this is a huge, smashed. It was strongly smashed because this is so strong.
It could be the rock that Mayans used to kick with their feet to that hole. You know, they had a game.
Oh, no, that's another type of material. That's a rubber, kind of rubber, a very hard rubber kind of material. No,
okay.
This is pure rock. Here we see another degradation and another.
I think they destroy evidence with something in there that they smashed it.
Yeah, and we can see the spheres here.
What is that? Slow down. Get closer to the camera.
These are two spheres.
No, yeah, those we see. Yeah. What's in the middle? It's a Mayan calendar.
Yeah, it's a
Mayan
glyph.
calendar.
It's a glyph precisely
Glyph,
that we can see in
and there
the
is a
Mayan
UFOs
glyphs.
on the side.
Perhaps
On the left side, on this side.
no,
On that side, there's a UFO.
oh yes, the one that yeah. There are a lot of depiction. There is another glyph that we can see in the Mayan temples, in the Mayan depictions, and it's showing the breath of life.
Do you believe 5 million Mayans, they disappeared to another planet? Timelines they taken?
Well, what I have received, because one of the reasons, one of the species that have been guiding me throughout this path is very much the Syrians, of course, the Merthyr from Cetus, well, the Council of Five in general, Orion, and also Pleiadians, some factions, you know, but directly what I have been, this is why I got to translate this code. And because the purpose of this code, how I could say it in human terms, is bringing unified consciousness or unity consciousness to humanity. And as we know, there are very specific groups, ET groups, that cannot intervene. So what they can do is leave seeds here, plant seeds, so that when we come to see them, then we
Yssah, you didn't
all
answer the
dots.
question. You didn't answer the question, Yssah. The question was 5-10 million Mayans that disappeared. What happened to them?
Well, yeah, thank you. What I do recall
There's
is
no
that
bones. There's no bones, no graves, nothing.
no, there is nothing. And what I do recall is that they moved into another, we can call it density.
Another dimension.
Call it
Okay.
dimension.
You got it. Okay.
But the thing is that if you listen to the common stream media, they will tell you that they finished all the water resources at that moment, that they like almost degraded a lot their environment, and they had to move elsewhere. That's why you don't find anything. But it's the same like in Amarna with the Egyptians, you know, with Akhenaten. They didn't find any corpse, and they were Syrian, and they were the last members of the galactic community at that moment. What they did, they went out of here. You know,
may I interrupt you again? There's a number of videos and evidence we see. We saw a school bus of Kerry kids. They just disappeared, taken. Some people in airports, some people in parks. We have videos and evidence, and the streets, they just taken, boom, zapped out of the window. So I think there is another dimension or another time portal or whatever. We suddenly shift to something else. So what do you think about that?
Well, for me, everything comes to perception, and perception is actually dimensions and densities. So we move forward into dimensions as we upgrade our level of perception, and we sustain it. Now, when we do this as a collective, then we're definitely moving into what we would call another place, another dimensional space that even is simultaneously connected to this one, because I have still felt the presence of the Mayans in the ancient sites. It's like at sometimes they allowed to see them, and it's like the timelines intertwine to one another, but definitely they are already in another space, you know.
There's talks of them also being taken.
You're too far. What?
There's talks about them being taken away and break away civilizations and have ships and inner Earth groups too.
I think there are maybe there's other planets, multiple human races and hybrids that they come and go from, taken from this planet, put in there, and or we have an ability to shift suddenly our higher self or maybe cosmic forces do that automatically. What do you think?
Oh yeah, that makes a lot of sense. I agree with that. Yeah, and then different dimensions, other realms, and then
And the Bible says 1/3 of humanity will be taken, means like that, suddenly, or maybe some motherships took people out of the, and now they're saying AI Atlas is coming by next year is March or whatever, hitting close to the earth. Maybe they take bunch of groups. That's a 50-mile big mothership. It could be, or could be a something else. We don't know what's going on. They're not telling us everything. Go ahead. Somebody want to emphasize on that?
Yeah, it's like the 144,000, like they say the chosen ones, or that
Oh,
they would only, or like the stones also in Georgia, the Georgia stones, that they said that they would only remain like a very specific amount, but they took that from ancient texts. So what I do know is that reality moves in cycles. It's intermittence. This is what we perceive as time. So the thing is, in which cycle are we? What part of the wave? Are
oh,
we in the peak or are we in the low part? Because that's also the length wave, how it moves. It's a spiral. So it just depends from where we are at. This is about being in the right place with the right people at the right moment, creating coherence. And this is what we are being invited to. If we are coming from a unity consciousness in harmony, then we will be part, regardless whether we are taken into a ship, or regardless if we
you got it.
collectively move.
Okay, let's hold on to your subject. Marisol, I want to bring you live, Marisol Rezanov. Do I say it right?
You can say Rezanov or you can say Rezanov.
Welcome to Alien Event Biomed Expo. You're a new speaker. Please introduce yourself to public. What are you doing? What's your school of thoughts, or what are you speaking about at the event?
Yes, my name is Marisa Rezanov, and I am a shaman through lineage, through my ancestry, which is seen in Mexico as a medicine man or medicine woman. And I have studied a lot. Shamanism has always interested me since I was a child. So I've been studying it my whole life, and I'm going to continue to study it probably till the day I die. But I'm also a light worker, and this is why I opened up Tierra del Sol here in Las Vegas, which is a shamanic light practice here in Las Vegas for healings. I do all kinds of healings here, and I have been helping everyone on a more micro perspective. But just recently, last year, actually 2 years ago, I started doing like more meso and macro, a more bigger perspective to get out, just to help with this whole ascension, with the ascension timelines, as well as I'm helping star seeds and light workers.
Nice.
And I've also been helping everyone with their awakenings. So the sessions are very varied, and they consist of different things depending
Are
on
you
what.
a hypnotherapist?
I do hypnotherapy. I'm also on the panel at MUFON to do
Oh, okay.
FDR with abductions, and also
Oh, okay.
yeah, so I do treat that in a professional way. I am a licensed psychotherapist here in Las Vegas as
Nice.
well.
Nice.
And
I need that. I've been taken, bring it back, all kind of stuff, but I have no traumas. I enjoyed it.
yeah, a lot of people, it seems like they don't want to get the help because it's part of their identity and it has become ingrained with them. And also it's become a part of their experience. So they just choose to just stay like this. But yeah, if anybody wants help with that, I'm available and I'm here to do that. So you
Oh,
can go more of a medical perspective, or you can also go more of a shamanic light work perspective, whichever you choose.
uh-huh.
Yeah, I
What
was
what are you what are you speaking at, Arabian? What subject? What are you talking about?
Yeah, so I have a lot to talk about. I'm also helping with everything with UAP disclosure. I am the Nevada state leader here in Nevada for the Citizens for Disclosure here, and I'm helping to push that through. I do feel it's very important that that there's UAP honesty and transparency from the government. And this is for so many reasons why everyone should consider being a part of this collective.
Movement. Yeah, collective.
Movement.
Networking, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching introduction of some of our speakers for Alien Event and Biomed EXPO for Las Vegas, September 12, 13, 14. We invite everybody to come in to Las Vegas ALEXIS Park Resort Hotel on Harmon Avenue in front of Virgin Hotel. It's a non-gaming hotel with 600 suites and big conference centers. So our room rates are $119, very low for Las Vegas, which is $200-300 a night. 4 people can sleep on the suites, and bring your friends, network, and our tickets are lowest price right now, alienevent.com, and go get your tickets and come and see lovely speakers. You got over 40 speakers, 2 events simultaneously: Biomed Expo, health and wellness, and anti-aging, you name it. And Alien Event Disclosure. We have exhibits, 69 exhibitors in Tesla technology, PMF, nutrition, you name it, chiropractors, stem cell doctors, different, even Marisol has an exhibit. What are you doing at your exhibit?
I'm going to do a little bit of everything. So I'm going to have the Tierra del Sol. I'm also going to have Citizens for Disclosure, and I'm also going to have the mental health practice as well.
Awesome. Yeah. So come and see Marisol at the exhibit at the show and listen to her talk, and also Sean and Yssah, and also Kerry, Cassidy. Kerry, are you still with us? I think Kerry left. Okay. So what else you want to say, Marisol?
So I do a lot of work with star seeds and light workers, and I'm trying to.
Sorry, I was muted. I'm very sorry to interrupt.
Sorry, yeah.
I'm still here.
Are you listening to us?
Yes.
What do you think so far these ladies and gentlemen talking about?
Oh, I think they're very interesting. I'm happy to hear more. What can I say? I think you've got some good things going on. It's a bit unclear, I think, using this video, maybe if there was a website or something with images of the things that Sean and I'm not sure. Yssah, how do you say?
Yssah.
Yssah. Okay. Yssah.
Yes.
And Yssah are talking about. So do you guys have a website yet?
Yes. PsionicLeague.com and PsionicLeague YouTube.
We can't hear you, man. Yssah, tell him what he's saying.
PsionicLeague.com with a PSI.
Psionic Link.
Yes,
L-I-N-K.
Like Justice League, like League. And YouTube, with that, we get a bunch of the alien artifacts up. There's thousands being found, a little big family being formed. Yssah, can you name drop her?
Yeah, sure.
What country?
Mexico. They have been found in Mexico, all over Mexico, yet mainly the ones that are popping out officially and more publicly are from Tula, Hidalgo, Guadalajara, Ojuelos,
right,
and Guerrero and Michoacán. We have videos, we have footage of the excavations because, of course, we all need proof. When they sent to me this image about a code that I translated 7 years ago, I was very skeptic about that.
This is made when I moved in 2 years ago. We didn't even get into this. So it's one of the hardest things for me to believe. We're thinking might be past life stuff. So for you guys out there, especially making big chess moves in the world, if this stuff resonates with you, you may end up finding a symbol that you made a while ago. Like they translate in the ethers. So hold on to your symbols that you make.
Yes, and ever since I created my foundation, this is the symbol for it. So I have all kind of data proving that this has been since 7 years ago. So we have videos of the footage of these pieces being excavated.
Really hard to believe, but
guys, ladies and gentlemen, I just downloaded that Eye of Ra. The the phrase came after Egyptians. It's nothing to do with Ra or Egyptians. It's a cosmic vision. I think that symbol, I'm getting message that it was eons before Egyptians and Ra and everything. So it's a cosmos goes with millions of years and eons. So this is a cosmic vision that oversees all universes and planets and all the gizmos in all over the place. It's nothing to do with Ra and Egypt and anything.
Okay,
And don't
but
put
there is a
everything on Egypt and
relationship,
Maya.
David. There's a relationship between all these cultures and their connections around the world. Mary Soul, is that your name, Mary Soul?
Marisol.
Marisol or Marisol.
Mary Soul. Okay, I just wanted to say, not to exclude you or anything, to say that what you're saying is good, and you're in Nevada, and you obviously are very involved in all sorts of stuff. So I think these are great speakers, and happy to be among you. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you.
Wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you.
So Kerry, what do you think? 5-10 million Mayans suddenly disappeared. What's your idea about it?
Like the Anasazi, you're talking about the Mayans disappearing?
There is no graves. There's no evidence. They're gone.
Yeah. Okay. Well, they might have gone into the etheric. They might have gone from the earth and gone into the etheric body, so to speak, where you can't see them anymore. Some of them may still be there, but you can't see them physically unless you can see with what's called etheric sight. So it sounds like maybe Yssah might be able to see them. She might have some etheric sight.
Or maybe they appear again
as well.
At some point in the history, right? They all appear again.
Well, maybe, but the idea here is that they may have actually left the earth. So for a reason, and just saying that, they like you have been saying, that they might have gone into another dimension and no longer be part of Earth at this time. Earth is just
maybe Hopi prophecy says one line of humanity goes up. Maybe that means some of us will disappear too, to another dimensions, and
possibly.
Yeah.
But I would be careful jumping on a craft. What I would say is there's a lot of negative ETs that would like to just take you over and take control of your body and also eat you or whatever.
Humans too. There's a lot of human ships that they steal people for different projects,
Harvest.
whether it's Nazis or Americans or Russians.
Well,
there's all kind of crafts out there.
Publishing a book from a whistleblower, Captain Mark Richards, where it's talking about ships that come in and take humans off planet, and they are using them for all sorts of purposes,
right? And
also colonizing other planets. So this is going on.
And the 600,000 people in Mars, U.S. Mars base over 30, 40 years. We hear there's a big Mars base over there. You hear that?
Yes, of course. But I just want to say that, I'm also looking into what's called the wingmakers.com material. And I think you have to be aware and careful of everything you're reading, but he's talking about who's ruling the world. And I highly recommend the Neruda, they're called the Neruda interviews that are on that website. And by the way, I post every day on my Telegram. So if you go to my website, projectcamelotportal.com, and you click on the right link, because I have so many copycats that you'll go to the wrong one if you go to my Telegram. So there's all these people faking being me, all that kind of thing. So the only way you can get the right link is by going to my website and clicking the Telegram link there. Thank you.
Right. Thank you so much. And anybody want to say something before we leave?
Yes. Now that Kerry was talking about that etheric or plasma body, I do believe, and speaking of, like that invitation for all humanity, is that the more that we accelerate the rhythm in which our light is moving, that angular momentum, then we are reaching that light body that famous enlightenment, because it's not only a spiritual enlightenment, it's also a physical enlightenment that we are invited to reach, as these other races have, like the Mayan, like the some of the Egyptians, like, and Akhenaten and so forth. So we have the plasma body tech. This is also another thing that I share. It's not only for regenerating your body, it's not only like regenerating your cells, rejuvenation and so forth. It's also, it's a very complex yet simple, fundamentally speaking, system that we are meant to reach, because that's the nature of our biology. We were designed or created for this to happen. The only thing that is stopping us are our beliefs. You know, we are to embody that light, and that even leads to going beyond the gravitational field, going into that state of coherence, levitating, and so forth. So,
And thank you guys for coming. And I'd love to do shows with both of you, Mary Soul and Kerry, and we can promote
yes.
the alien event more in detail. And I'd love to interview you guys and get to know you guys. So feel free to, like, I don't know, tell me where to contact you. Or whatever.
Likewise.
And yeah, how do
Yeah.
people get a hold of you guys?
Kerry is on Facebook. You can search her name, Kerry Cassidy, and Sean Bond is on Facebook. I am also, and that's her website, email address, kerry@projectcamelot.tv. So you guys get hold of each other, and
Yeah,
and
Sean,
again,
you can just message me too. You're on my Facebook, so you just I'm always on Messenger, so you can just message me. And I just want to say something real quick. I just want to just say that not all intergalactic beings are all good or bad. There's good and bad of everything, and I'm coming from a non-judgmental perspective, because I do hear a lot of people just saying that, for example, the reptilians are all bad, the Anunnaki are all bad. I don't see this as the case. And I also do see that not all intergalactic races take people.
that's
There's
right.
there's usually unresolved issues, or it could be something that's an old contract or contracts from past lifetimes, something that's unfinished, but they don't usually take people.
One more idea is that they're making hybrids out of us so we can live in different dimensions, because the Earth and humanity, at some points, a lot of foreseers, they see that it might end suddenly, like Nostradamus seen in 300 years, the Earth would finish. So there would be nothing here. So these are all visions these people have.
David, they don't do that with everybody, though. You have to be someone or someone special or have some
Especially like
kind of
me. Yeah.
contract. Yeah, I mean, they're not just
I'm
going to
just kidding.
anybody.
But yeah, you're right. They don't pick on everybody.
Right.
Yeah, and if the Bogosphere was all going around, but it came down to that guy right in front of him to be picked up. So these are specific timelines and purposes that ET have or other universal beings have for us. And at some points they contact you, they come to your dream, or it's like we all connect at some point in the universal cosmic disclosure and timelines. So we have the power also to communicate with the cosmos and cosmic beings, whether from animal state to very high state of angelic or higher than humans. And they've been stated that there are very high beings in the universe above our timelines and human brain and human intelligence, that they're a million years ahead of us. So we cannot have any common points with them. That's why they're not interested to contact us. It's like if you want to contact with some village in Bolivia. I'm just giving an example. I'm sorry, I love Bolivia and Peru, and I've been all over those places. So I'm not Bolivia, but I've been to Peru and other countries. I'm saying if you go to a little village, they don't speak a language, they have no technology, or their common point, there's common people. So, or in Afghanistan, mountains or something. If you go to, if you want to contact somebody like that, the aliens are same thing. ET have no common point or no interest to. Sometimes the humans are like a big box for them, bugs that we are brainless, or we are just a bunch of eaters and party animals that we destroying this planet with our habits. And this is some groups are coming to save us, and the other ones, they say let them see their results of what they're doing with nukes and
And David,
destroying
some
the
of them don't want nothing to do with us either, because you're right. Our race is destructive, and not only with each
very
other,
destructive.
but with their own planet. We do a lot of things that don't look right outside of here.
Mm.
Well, I think it's important to understand that we have, yes, of course, good and bad in everything, as above, so below. However, one thing to keep in mind is that actually humanity as a whole has been going through certain experiences, and we have been invaded over and over again, and they have messed with our DNA. And we are also actually under the control of what you might call the controllers of this planet. And that is what we're breaking through. We're breaking through the matrix, we're breaking through the controls. And so even people that are trying to do good things sometimes are being used by the dark side. So don't just assume because someone thinks they're good or says they're good or whatever, that you have to know people by and beings by their works and discern whether something is actually positive or negative. But certainly you can't blanket all Anunnaki in one way. In fact, according to the research I've done, all humanity has some Anunnaki genes in them, okay? So we're all related, and we're all related to that race. And by the way, there's this incoming craft. If you haven't seen my videos about that I've done with David Sereda and Jimmy Blackensheaf, forget how to say his name.
What did Sereda talk about? I missed it.
This is very important because he worked with NASA scientists and other people in the space programs, as well as Dan Aykroyd, and is famous for his highlighting of what's called the SP videos of an interaction of an alien craft with the space station, I guess it was. But anyway, I've just done 2 major shows on this. It's on on the right hand side, I put my website. So if you look at my website, and you know, anyone could do this, you can share. If you allow us to share our screens, then I can show you like right off the bat. But
well, they can go to your website and
yeah,
check
so
it
if
out.
you go to Project Camelot, you'll see one is called the Rendlesham Code, and also before that, it's all about this. It's a incoming craft. They like to tell you it's a comet, but it's a craft. It's called 3I Atlas.
Yeah, 3I Atlas. Yeah,
basically, even a major scientist has said that it's an incoming craft.
Avi Loeb is talking about it in Harvard.
So I've done a number of shows on this subject, and the information and the signature of it incoming is that it is Anunnaki, and Anunnaki tried to and has been enslaving us for eons. And Anu is actually, the Bible is written by the Anunnaki and by Anu. And Anu is not a good being. He wants to enslave humanity. So he's on the way back in. I don't know if it's him personally or just others that work with him through this weird spacecraft that they're tracking.
Does Sereda says that the 3I Atlas is Anunnaki? Whose idea is that?
I'm saying it's all in the videos. I don't have time to go into all the detail. All I'm doing is giving you the heads up that the conclusion that is being reached by their figuring out the coordinates they're hitting on, and the way it's telegraphing who they are and what their intentions are. So it's going to go by Venus, Mars, and Jupiter.
Is on the way, but
as well as
it doesn't mean it's Anunnaki. You know, it could be.
No, it is actually it's proven in the videos by these scientists who are looking into them. They communicate through numbers, so it's all numerical. And this is how alien races also communicate. So it's important to know.
And then Kerry, I want to ask you, Then in Antarctica, we have a proof signs that the New World Government, New World Government has a signs that it says New World. I shared it on Facebook. New World Government, don't go beyond this point, is against the laws and stuff. So Antarctica and a lot of New World Government is running behind the show, and all these little governments, 186 governments, they're all puppets and doing their own stuff. So what's going on in this planet? Is there a New World Government, one world government running this whole planet, and we don't know about it?
Yes. In one word. So I just want to say that, you know, even if you are having what you call positive experiences, that's great. But you also have to be careful that you're not being deceived by further sort of enslavement. And there are ways they have enslaved you for all these eons, which is to make you think that you have to look outside yourselves for some God to save you. And Anu has always portrayed himself as a god to humanity, but he's not a god. He's actually a vindictive, not very enlightened being. So this is the type of thing that we have to be on the lookout for. Anyway, thank you, everyone. I'm sorry, I didn't mean
awesome.
to
Yeah,
go
we
on.
enjoyed your talk and looking forward to meet you. Who else want to say something before we leave?
Yeah, I just think with the Anunnaki, it is true that there have been encodings, DNA encodings and programs and systems here that have been set, but that's also why people have the availability to seek light workers to also have healing sessions now. And it's a good time for opportunity, and also with the Anunnaki, there is good and bad within the Anunnaki. They're not all bad. And I don't even want to say that they're bad because that's also placing judgment on them. But yeah, I just see them more on an individual basis.
Yeah, I think 3i Atlas, when it arrives in the solar system, it's a 50-mile radius, I mean, a long cigar shape, some spaceship, whatever. I mean, it won't, it will be out in the way above the earth, will park and send smaller ships if they want to contact us, or maybe they don't need even to contact us. Whatever they're searching or traveling, I don't see any danger to the planet. Our danger here are nukes and Russia, American, China, or a number of Zionists that they want to destroy half of this planet. So with that said, we hope humanity will stop these warmongering people to start their wars, destroying countries in Middle East, in South America. They want to destroy Brazil now. They want to hit Russia, want to hit here. America want to hit there. Ukraine want to do this. These are ridiculous shit. We as a new humanity movement, we need to emphasize our powers of mental beings, who we are in cosmic beings in this planet. Stop these warmongering people. Create our new timelines and go forward, new communities, and we bring our world together. Besides the Illuminati and all those negative stuff they're doing. So we're not going to dance with them. We're not part of them. You know, they try to bribe us. They join them out, even myself. Fuck this shit. We are going forward with the light of cosmic light inside us. The God has given us creation, and creators have given us to go forward. That's why you got to believe Atmos inside you. That would lead you to truth. With that said, amen. We finish this program. Come to Alien Event or Biomed EXPO in Las Vegas, September 12, 13, 14. alienevent.com or biomedexpo.com. Go get your tickets and see these wonderful speakers network. You will get zap to 2.0 humanity. You will upgrade yourself. Otherwise, if you cannot come, stream live on our website. So, hey, guys, thank you so much for joining us. We end this program. Love you all. And newhumanitymovement.com, alienevent.com, 5devents.com, biomedexpo.com. Love you and see you all. Thank you for joining us. This end of this program.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for joining us. Hey, take care. We see you at the event, huh?
For sure.